Hey guys, today's Friday, it's Danny, and you're watching Color Me Queer.
I cannot believe in a girl that I can't.
The topic of the week is what's your reaction and, how do you feel about whether you or one of your friends is mistaken for someone of the opposite sex. First off, I have to talk about how I don't really like the limitations of biological sex. There are so many actions, feelings, appearances, qualities that we associate with being male or female, and I don't think that's right. Everyone's different. Not all girls cry all the time about everything. Not all guys don't care about relationships. That's how people kind of treat it. Like, guys always cheat and girls cry too much. Girls are emotional. It's not completely true. Not everyone's like that. And I just have to say that I don't really like the limitations of it. If I personally am misidentified as a male, don't really say anything. Most people call me Danny, so that could be male or female for one thing. And I don't really correct people if they call me a boy or refer to me as he or something. I can think of 2 instances where that's actually happened. I can actually think of 3. The first time was I was at CC's with my parents out to eat pizza, and the waitress not only thought I was a boy, but they thought I was 12 years old, and I was a 16-year-old girl at the time, so that was kind of sucky. Another time I was with my friend at a store, and the cashier commented on how her boyfriend, quote-unquote, was shorter than she was. Her boyfriend being me, apparently. I am shorter than she is, but I'm not a boy, sorry. Dollar General workers. And, another time was at my own family reunion. It was a distant relative, and he wanted me to help him pick up a table. And he turned to my mom and was like, "You have a nice, young, helpful man on your hands." And she's like, "That's my daughter." She's like 14. Yeah, that was good. I didn't even look like a boy back then either. That's the funny part. I had relatively long hair. Whatever, I guess. It didn't really bother me. They were all actually very lighthearted moments. My friend we kind of laughed about it later, and she laughed about how I was her boyfriend and whatnot, and my parents and a couple of my family members call me Timmy because of the incident at CC's. So it's lighthearted, no one really cared. Surprisingly, we all just kind of laughed about it. I've never really had the experience where one of my friends was mistaken, but as for myself, I don't correct people. I find it really awkward whenever I correct people. I don't really care. I don't really see myself mentally being male or female. I just don't really care. Like, I am what I am that day. Sometimes I wear girly clothes, and sometimes I wear, boyish clothes. I have short hair. It's not like I go out of my way to be girly, so I think I have to go into any incidents and any event knowing that I could potentially be thought of as a boy or mistaken for a boy. And I think that's what you really have to think about whenever you do get your hair cut or you do wear guy clothes. You're probably going to be either potentially seen as if you're a girl, a dyke, for lack of a better word, that's what everyone's going to say, or people are going to misidentify you as a boy. If you go out of your way to be girly, then that's a whole nother story, but I don't. I go into every instance knowing that I could be mistaken.
In a God that I can't see, in a faith